Hey guys, GoForce Online here to bring you another one of my challenges. So this one is my maximum max health challenge. So I've done this time a few times before and trying to get that max health number as big as possible. So first time I did it was just after the 1 Tamriel patch, and Entropy from the major skilled skill line still gave you 8% extra health. So I took that one. I was also a sorcerer, so received 8% extra health for having a pet active. Found an Elliot well, and then went to the mysterious meat pie as well. So trying to get that max health up. So I peaked out about 70,000 at max there. A few patches went on, and when elsewhere dropped with the Necromancer skills, they took away the 8% max health increase from Entropy in the major skilled skill line because Necromancers had so much health already that that 8% was just over the top. So then, with the transformation of Bone Colossus for the Necromancer and all their buffs active, you could probably go up to about 130,000 health, which is massive. But since the Stonethorn DLC dropped, I found a figure much bigger than 130,000. If you have done the dungeon, you will know what I'm talking about here. So in the dungeon, you get a chance to transform into a werewolf behemoth or werewolf berserker. And what it does, it increases your health a massive amount and your spell and weapon damage a massive amount as well, like far beyond anything you can generate in the game. So here, take a look. So as you can see, after transformation, my max health is sitting on 742,000. So that is a massive amount of health. That's like raid boss level of health. So I did boost it up a fair bit by using two sets that grant massive or grants max health, and I did put all my glyphs, so basically spec everything to health. But I reckon you can do even better with this build if you have other group members. If you have the 10% health boost from the Warden passive, I think it would increase that. And also, if you can have somebody at the location before you turn into Behemoth with you, you can teleport out and pick up the Alien Wells and the Mysterious Pie, which increases your max health by additional 15%. So with doing all of that, you could probably hit 800, 850,000, maybe 900. I don't think you're quite going to get up to 1 million, but see how you guys go, see what is the maximum number you can push it up there. My spell damage is sitting on 15k and I haven't spec'd anything into it. My weapon damage, which I'll respect for, and I do have a 20% boost potion active as well, is sitting on 19,400. So that is a massive amount of weapon damage, more than anything you could produce in game. Now it does say on the Werewolf Behemoth that it increases your spell and physical resistance, but this is the resistances I had before the transformation, so it hasn't increased anything there. But sitting on 31k physical and spell resistance is ideal for any damage mitigation build. Alright, let's take a look at the skills. So first one you have here is Vicious Bite. So bite the enemy, dealing 32,000 physical damage, and apply a bleed that deals 20,000 physical damage every 1 second for 10 seconds. This also taunts the target for 15 seconds. So it is a taunt, so just organize a good group about tanking and how it's going to work. But if you can try to get the Behemoth transformation, only 2 group members can get it at a time though, and only lasts for 30 seconds. The next one is Rampage, so charge an enemy, dealing 56,000 physical damage and hitting all enemies within 6 meters. Weaker enemies are knocked back and stunned on impact. So this skill generates 5 ultimate and it has a cooldown of 2 seconds. So with the Behemoth, all the skills are free, so you don't need any resources to cast them, but all of them have a cooldown instead. So this is a bit of different gameplay than we usually have in ESO, but other MMOs do use this, where you have all the different skills, but you've got cooldown counters on top of them. So you have to figure out which is the best mixture or best combination of skills in order to utilize those countdowns or those cooldowns to the maximum to have that massive output. So I like this game or this change in the gameplay a bit by using cooldowns instead of relying on resources, but I prefer to stick with the traditional ESO of having the resources and not relying on cooldown time, so you can spam certain abilities if you want to, and if it's not effective, then it's not effective. If it is effective, then you just continue to do so. Next one here is Bone Crusher. So smash the ground, dealing 262,000 physical damage to all enemies within 8.5 meters. Any enemy hit by this is interrupted and stunned for 2 seconds. This one generates 25 ultimate and it has a cooldown of 14 seconds, so not your spam ability. Next one is Thunderous Stomp. So stomp the ground around you when tremors that travel 50 meters. So the 30 meters range, but it can travel up to 50 meters, dealing 120,000 flame damage to all enemies and knocking them back. Generate 20 ultimate, and this ability has a cooldown of 10 seconds. Next up is Bestial Frenzy. Empower yourself for 10 seconds, reducing your damage taken by 5%. Anytime you deal direct damage up to 5 times. While active, any direct damage you deal, heal for 50% of the damage inflicted. So with the massive amount of damage stacks you have here, it's not going to be an issue. Dealing direct damage 5 times, convert this ability into Hircine's Howl. Generate 30 ultimate and has a cooldown time of 20 seconds. So first one, it has an uptime of 10 seconds and a cooldown of 20 seconds. And then lastly is an ultimate. So yes, the Behemoth does have an ultimate skill at the same time, where the regular werewolf doesn't. It does cost 500 ultimate though, but all the other skills build up ultimate as you go on. So if you have the correct rotation going through, this ultimate will pop off fairly often. And is slam the ground, dealing 465,000 magic damage and stunning all enemies within 10 meters. The impact revives any Behemoth allies and sends out a Feral Energy Ring that grants a Bestial Rage synergy. When activated, Bestial Rage generates 100 ultimate, resets all cooldowns and provides 10 seconds of guaranteed critical strikes with all damage abilities. So yep, that is the Werewolf Behemoth and the skills that involved with it. Bit disappointing part of it, you don't get to spend a lot of time in this form, so it only lasts for 30 seconds, so you can't really play around with these skills, but it's so massively overpowered that it cannot be viable anywhere except for dungeon, where it's part of the mechanics of having to clear the dungeon. Like, these damage numbers are just insane over the top of anything else that you can produce in game. Alright, thanks for listening guys. If you have any other challenges you want me to do in the future, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any ideas for builds and stuff that I need to generate, also let me know in the comments. And if you like the content I'm putting out in general, please hit that like and subscribe. It goes a long way for me. Alright, thanks guys, take care and bye.